The hidden geometry inside human bodies in photography. When most people look at a photograph of a human body, they think they are looking at a person. They notice expression, emotion, identity, perhaps even beauty, but photographers often see something else. They see lines, curves, angles, shapes, geometry. Hidden beneath every portrait and figure study is a structure that most viewers never consciously notice. Yet it influences how they feel about an image from the very first second. The relationship between the human body and geometry is older than photography itself. Long before cameras existed, artists were fascinated by proportion and form. Ancient sculptors studied anatomy. Renaissance painters explored the connections between mathematics, balance, and beauty. They believed that beauty was not random. It emerged from relationships. The relationship between one shape and another, one curve and another, one line and another. Photography inherited this tradition. Although cameras can record reality instantly, photographers still make countless decisions about composition. Every choice affects the geometry of the image. A bent arm can create a triangle. A reclining figure can form a sweeping diagonal. A curved back can guide the eye across the frame. The viewer may not recognize these structures consciously, but the brain responds to them instinctively. Human perception is highly sensitive to patterns. Our brains constantly search for balance, rhythm, and order. Even before we understand what we are seeing, our minds begin organizing shapes into meaningful relationships. This process happens so quickly that most people never realize it is occurring. A photograph may feel elegant, powerful, or unsettling without the viewer knowing exactly why. Often the answer lies in geometry. Consider the simple power of a diagonal line. Unlike a horizontal line, which feels stable, or a vertical line, which feels strong, a diagonal creates movement. It introduces energy. It suggests change. Many photographers use the natural angles of the human body to create this effect. A tilted shoulder, a bent knee, a turning torso. These forms guide the eye and create visual tension. Suddenly, a still photograph feels alive. Triangles create a different effect. Throughout art history, triangular compositions have been associated with stability and harmony. When the body forms a triangular structure, the image often feels balanced and complete. The viewer experiences a sense of order without consciously identifying the reason. Curves add another dimension. Where straight lines communicate structure, curves often suggest softness and movement. The human body contains countless natural curves, making it uniquely suited to this visual language. Photographers use these forms to create flow within an image. The eye travels naturally from one shape to another. The photograph becomes less like a document and more like a visual journey. This connection between geometry and emotion is one of photography's most fascinating secrets. We often assume emotions come from facial expressions or subject matter, but composition plays a profound role in shaping emotional response. Two photographs of the same person can feel completely different depending on the arrangement of shapes within the frame. One may feel calm, another may feel dynamic, one may feel intimate, another may feel distant. The body remains unchanged. The geometry changes everything. This is why experienced photographers spend so much time studying composition. They understand that photography is not simply about capturing a subject. It is about organizing space, arranging relationships, directing attention. The human body is one of the most versatile subjects for this process because it naturally contains such a rich variety of forms. Every pose creates new patterns. Every movement creates new possibilities. In many ways, the body functions like a living architecture, not made of stone or steel, but of motion, balance, and proportion. Most viewers never consciously think about triangles, diagonals, or compositional flow. They simply experience the result. They feel drawn to one image and indifferent toward another. They sense harmony without identifying its source. The geometry operates beneath conscious awareness, quietly shaping perception, quietly influencing emotion, quietly guiding the eye. The next time you encounter a photograph that immediately captures your attention, try looking beyond the subject itself. Look for the lines, the angles, the curves, the invisible framework holding everything together. You may discover that hidden beneath the human form is a language older than photography itself. A language of geometry, quiet, invisible, and extraordinarily powerful.